Alright guys, in this video I'm going to go over how important is backlink anchor text when you're making backlinks to your website for SEO reasons. So there's a couple of principles that you need to be aware of when it comes to backlinks, and basically what they are is you need to try and keep your backlink profile as natural as possible, as basically with anything as SEO, so that you don't set off Google to realize that you're deliberately trying to manipulate their systems. Because if there's one thing they don't like, it's you're obviously manipulating it and they find that out. So the thing with backlink anchor text is if we take a look at a couple of websites I've pulled up as an example, and we take a look at what their anchor text looks like. What typically happens is most backlinks going to a website are usually generic words, branded keywords, or the URL. Those are the most natural ones to be the highest volume for most websites. And Google knows this because you have to keep in mind that Google's crawling almost every website on the internet. They have access to millions, if not billions of websites, and they know what a natural profile of anchor text looks like. And so they can compare this against your one when you're making backlinks and see if what you're doing looks like a manipulation or not. Because also they'll know what manipulation looks like. So you have to keep that in mind. So if we take a look at these websites, you can see here that by far the majority of their backlinks have a very generic keyword like visit website, or it's got their brand name in here, or the website name, or a naked URL. That's what that's called, a naked anchor. And you can see as we scroll down here, different variations of this. And so the same thing is with another one here as well. Brand name, www, website, click here. Plumbing, which is technically a keyword, and their naked URL, and then a few other random ones, and then plumbers Sydney. We start getting into the keywords around here, but you can see it's a much lower volume. And so this is more along the lines of what a natural link profile looks like. And so this is what you have to keep in mind, is that you basically want to create a buffer when it comes to your backlinks, and make sure that you have all of these ones going to the home page, these natural looking links first, before you start making a bunch of exact keyword anchors that you want to try and get the pages to rank for. So like when you're making backlinks, obviously you want to try and get the ones that are, let's say you're trying to rank for plumber Sydney, and you have a page about plumbers in Sydney, you want to get like a plumber Sydney keyword linking to this page. But if you just do that, or if you do that, let's say like 10 times like this, and they're all going to this page, exact match anchor or very, very similar, you have no homepage natural looking like branded anchors, etc. This is going to look very unnatural to Google, and they're going to know this. They're going to know that something is going on. It's an unnatural proportion. And so as a result, they're going to realize that you're manipulating something, and they'll probably penalize you, or at best case scenario, ignore those links. And so again, you've either wasted money or you got penalized. However, if you have a bunch of these links going to the homepage, the natural looking ones, visit website, branded keywords, naked anchors, etc. like this. Now all of a sudden the distribution doesn't look that off, and it's not that unnatural. And so basically you've created a buffer to allow you to do this. And so the way you do this with these natural ones is basically you build social media profiles, citations, press releases, things like that just have your URL in them, or visit this website, things like that. And you make a bunch of them going to the homepage, and then that gives you basically a foundation layer that allows you to make the occasional exact match anchor from a powerful website now going to a specific page, and that doesn't necessarily set off any alarm bells, and so you get away with that. And so obviously you want to be very selective as well as to which websites and which links you send to these internal pages. You want to try and make sure that you maximize that, get the most powerful link possible, going to that page with the exact match anchor. But you can now do this because you have this buffer. So that's what you need to keep in mind when it comes to this. You don't want to just throw exact match keywords at your website constantly, because that's the oldest SEO tactic that basically exists, and Google's going to know what you're up to. And like I said, best case scenario, they ignore the links. Worst case scenario, you actually get penalized, and then you have a serious problem. So keep this in mind when you're making backlinks, and as long as you have like a relatively natural looking distribution, you should be good to go. So that's basically it for this video. If you have any questions about how to make anchor text for your backlinks for SEO, put them in the comments below and I will answer them. Otherwise, if you'd like me to coach you on how to do SEO and Google ads for only $49 a month, go to learndominatemarketing.com. And if you'd like us to do the SEO and Google ads for your business and get you results, go to dominatemarketing.io, book a call with us there. Catch you on the next one.